Yo guys, what's up? My name is Dean Vernon, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about why I dropped out of college. Before I get started, I just want to say I don't think I'm cooler than anyone because I dropped out. I don't think I'm better than you or going further in life than you. I'm just saying this is why I chose to do my career over school, because I felt like school was a waste of time. To start the story, I'm gonna kind of bring it back to about 2 years ago. I was in a toxic relationship in high school, I'd say, and I'm not gonna say too much about that, but basically I got out of it because I felt like I was being restricted from living the life that I want. That was the summer after senior year of high school, and I was going into college. Thought I was gonna be big frat dude, major in business, have a lot of fun drinking on the weekends, but I did that for a little bit and I got super tired of it. And basically after that, I just started looking for inspiration. I've always been kind of a curious, creative person. I used to play guitar, I did some piano, tried to make EDM music. I used to like drawing and just do a lot of creative things. I've done that my whole life. So I just kept looking on the internet for things to do, and then like kind of basically searching for my passion, just trying shit until I figured it out. Eventually I ran over these guys, Sam Kolder and Rory Kramer and Taylor Good Films. There's some really big videographers that work with crazy big musicians like Justin Bieber, the Chainsmokers, for example. Yeah, when I found them, I felt a weird connection to them. Their whole vibe and their beliefs and how inspiring they were really, I could really relate to it. They did things that just like felt like things that I would do. They just lived their life and had fun being creative. It looked like just such an amazing path to go down. Like literally within the first week of finding out that this lifestyle was even possible, I was like, I want that. I want that so badly. So this was about December of 2016, and then from then on I kind of just stopped going out on the weekends and doing basic college stuff. Finished up freshman year, I bought a GoPro, or I got it for Christmas. I got a GoPro for Christmas. I made a dope video of the Bahamas with my family on a winter break vacation, and it turned out like super good. I'm like, when I made the video I was super nervous because I didn't know how people were gonna react, because I actually like tried to make it cool, and then I got a ton of cool reactions from family and friends, and I was like, okay, like I kind of have a thing for this. I'm kind of naturally gifted in some way with it, and I want to go with it further. So then I was basically just like, you know what, like I want to start a business with this. I want to do video and photo full time. The past summer I had an internship with Zero Friction. I was a creative producer there. I did content for their social media, little videos and animations and stuff, and ran their Instagram page. So yeah, I had an internship with Zero Friction, and I kind of told them that I didn't want to do it and I was just going to do my own thing. And actually in a graphics class I had this assignment where you had to make a logo out of your initials. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I looked up ideas online, I got some inspiration, then I made this little DV logo, and then that turned out to be DV Productions, and that became the name of my company. So after that video that I made of the Bahamas, I was like, okay, like this is my logo, I'm good at this, and I bought a camera and a drone and a tripod, and then I got those near the end of the semester going into the summer. And basically going from there, I just started reaching out to people and offering people to do video work for the business and stuff. And I'm always gonna pride myself in this. I made a promotional video of my hometown without anyone asking me to do it. I just did it for the hell of it. I wanted to show people my work, so I made that video, and I made this video strategically because I knew that it was going to get a lot of views, because it was a promo video, basically a ton of views from my hometown, and I called the video Views of Our Town, or Views from Our Town. And yeah, so I knew that I was gonna get a lot of views and get my name out there, so I put it out. I had my mom promote on Facebook because, you know, she knows everyone, and it ended up getting about 3,000 views, and I got about 5 jobs from that video. And that's kind of how it just started snowballing into the rest of the summer, and I got a lot of jobs. I was working all day, every day with clients, whether it was businesses or concerts or music videos. And then going from there, I went into sophomore year of college. I hadn't really made the decision of dropping out yet, but I was thinking about it the whole time. The thought kind of came into my head, like, why do I need school if I'm going into this career, and if I can make money by myself and just scale my business, why do I need school? So I got close to dropping out sophomore year, but I didn't, and I kind of just toughed it out. I worked with clients on the weekends, drove back and forth to Chicago a lot. But I ended up going through sophomore year, just doing work like that on the weekends and stuff. It's amazing because I did a few concerts the fall semester, and then going into the spring semester, I didn't have that much work, and it was winter time here, so there's not that much going on with video because usually stuff is filmed outside and photo shoots outside and stuff, and it was kind of tough in the winter. But then this artist hit me up, two friends who actually I got referred to from another artist I worked with, Win and Woo. So they invited me to come film their show in Chicago, and I went to film their show in Chicago. And then a few days after that, some guy hit me up on Instagram and was like, hey, can you come film for Waka Flocka at this event I'm throwing? And I was like, Waka Flocka, like big name, like okay, cool. So yeah, I went to film that in South Bend, Indiana, and I ended up meeting my girlfriend there, Alyssa Jones, and she became one of the most influential and inspirational people in my life. And it's just amazing how things went from one to the other. And if I never reached out to Win and Woo to film their concert, and if they never referred me to two friends, I never would have met the love of my life. That came, and Alyssa and I started talking, and we started dating a month later, and then she ended up introducing me to Mr. Dalton Meisner, one of my best friends now. Crazy, but yeah, so Alyssa introduced me to Dalton, and Dalton and I became really good buddies, and we're actually moving into an apartment together sometime in the next few months. And yeah, so going from that, the rest of the school year kind of went by pretty quick. Alyssa and I were hanging out on the weekends. I was still doing work with clients on the weekends too, more concerts. Going into this summer, I didn't really have too much work lined up actually. After the school year, things kind of dropped off and were slow for me for a while. I took a week and I sat down and just reached out to people. I put ads up on Facebook, on Craigslist even, and I started getting more and more jobs. And then from connections I had at school, people introduced me to other creative people, and I ended up getting a lot of connections in Chicago, all around the Midwest basically, and it kind of snowballed over the summer. And by the end of the summer, I was super busy again and working the most that I've ever done in my life. I started to make actual like money that I could sustain off of, and once that point came, I was like, okay, like if I want to drop out, this is the time. Because if I went back to school, I wouldn't be able to work as much, and I'd lose all of the opportunities that I had at the time. So I sat down and I talked to my parents, and I talked to a few of my friends who were very supportive. My parents weren't too happy at first, but now I think they support me because they see how well I'm doing and that I'm actually not just sitting around doing drugs all day like some college dropouts. Yeah, so I finally pulled the trigger this August. I was actually in Boston filming a wedding with my girlfriend. I just went online one day and I was like, you know what, this is it. I'm dropping out of my classes. I'm in Boston filming a wedding. And dropped out of my classes, and then told my parents when I got back from the trip like a few days later, and they're like, what? They were pissed, and now they kind of understand, so that's fine. I love you, Mom and Dad. Going from there, now I live in East Lansing, Michigan with Sachin. He really hypes me up and motivates me every day because he has the same mindset. I'm always back and forth to Chicago and Indiana as well, where my girlfriend lives. Doll and I do a lot of projects together. I do some projects with my girlfriend too. She's a photographer. Honestly, like, I'm super glad with my decision that I dropped out because I get to do what I love full time now, and I don't have to sit in a class and listen to a professor teach me stuff that I already know, do what he says, and not have control over my creativity. Because when I work with clients now, I have complete control over my creativity. I basically collaborate with my clients. They tell me their vision, I tell them my vision, and then we meet in the middle and do something awesome usually. And some clients even tell me, just do your thing and we trust you, here's some money. Yeah, so basically the reason I dropped out is because I had something that I loved and I was being restricted from it because of school. I would be sitting in freaking math class and just looking at the board full of numbers and being like, who cares? Like, people care, but like, I don't care about that. I want to be doing my thing full time whenever I can. So being in class honestly inspired me so much because I saw so many people that were sad, including myself, that they had to do schoolwork and not be able to do what they loved. So once I found what I loved, freshman year of college, I just stuck with it, and it never left my head, the thought of dropping out, and I finally got the courage to do it because I knew that I had to. I had the right opportunities and timing to do it, and a lot of it was because I finally got people around me that supported my vision and believed in me, like Sachin and my girlfriend and Dalton. They're the three most creative people I've ever met. I owe a lot of my inspiration to them because they're the ones who inspired me to take this step and get bigger opportunities than I ever have now. And it's amazing to see how much it can change when you actually put your full work into something and actually put your head to it. Go for it, because literally anything is possible. A few years ago, sitting in high school, I wasn't a winner, I wasn't a loser. I was just like, I didn't do anything special, and part of that was because I didn't try enough or because I felt restricted. Going back to that and thinking where I am now, it truly is possible. If you were in high school with me, you know that I didn't really do much in high school. I was on sports teams and stuff. I wasn't really good, and I never like went out or anything. But I mean, I guess that's just me. But yeah, going from that and seeing how much you can change in a span of 3 years is amazing. And I know I'm still just dipping my feet in the water of the creative world, but I know that amazing things are still coming, and it's only up from here. It's so cool to have that feeling and knowing that I can only grow from here and become a better person and better at what I do. So to wrap it up, I'm super glad that I have all the people in my life that I do. I'm super happy with all my decisions that I've made, with dropping out of school and where I'm taking my career. Here's to more opportunities and more inspiration and more bigger, better things to come. I want to say thank you to all the people in my life and to everyone who's watching for understanding. Hopefully you understand, but if you don't, I don't really care, because it's my life. I'm doing what I want. So you can't care what people think. You really can't, because if you do, then if you listen to the words of others, then you will never be satisfied with yourself. You have to know yourself and know where you're going and know what you want, because if you listen to other people, then you're never ever gonna get what you want. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. It's gonna be a ride from here on. I'm gonna post a lot on my YouTube, I'm gonna post a lot on my Instagram, and if you follow me, you're awesome. But if you don't, hit that subscribe button and comment down below. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.